simple going long and shorts on futures for you guys to figure it out. So first thing we got to do here is find the coin that we want to go long on. And then once we find the coin that we want to go long on, we simply set it up. So here we go right here. What we have right here is ape. And it looks like we're getting an alert on ape that we should go long. And we're going to take this. So very simple. Once we find a coin that we're going long on, we are now going to go over to our account here. Now this is Kucoin. I will be getting into MEXC and some other exchanges as we go along. Now, anything that you transfer over, right? You hit deposit, okay, right here, deposit crypto. You pick the coin that you want to deposit. Any of these coins or type it in, it all shows up. I use XLM more than anything, and that's my coin. So what I would do is I would type in XLM Stellar, and then I would choose a network, which would be the Stellar network. And then this lets me know that I can also, here's my account that I need to send it to, address. But more importantly, I have to include a memo. The memo is your account number on your Stellar. Now let's say you use something like BNB, which I was just going through. BNB has different networks. It has the Beep network, Beep2, and the Beep20. So what you have to do is whatever wallet you're using, whether it's MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or whatever, you need to determine which Beep token you have, Beep2 or Beep20. And then basically select it, and all you have to do is hover over here and you can take a picture of that, or you can copy this address and send it to yourself in an email, which you can then copy and then you put it in your phone, whatever you need to do, and you can see there's transactions here. And that's how that's done. Now, once we have the money, and hey, what up, man? And once we have the, what is going on with this screen? I have no idea what's going on with this screen right here. But once you have the money over in your account right here, what you want to do is move this over, guys. Move this over. All right, tap that screen, guys. Hit the like buttons. Hit the like buttons. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Now, once you have the money in your Kucoin account, you're going to transfer it over and simply pick your coin that you're going to transfer, and you're going to move it over to your trading account, right? You got to get it over to your trading account because you need to change it into USDT or something that you're going to use, right? So we're going to transfer all this money over here, switch it over to our trading account, so this way we can get into futures. Hit those like buttons, guys. Hit those like buttons. Don't forget to share the live. Now, once we have it over there, you're going to give it a second here just to kind of like find itself. Once it is in this area here, refresh. It should pop up in here. Very simple. And now that we have our coin here, we need to take this coin and we need to swap it over to what we can use to trade on Kucoin, and that is a pairing, right? So the very first coin in any pairing is a coin that you're going to swap. We see here it's BNB. Now we have to choose. Do we want BNB into Bitcoin, BNB into USDT, B into KS? All these options, we're going to go USDT because that's what Kucoin uses. Very, very simple, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Yo, Slayers! All right, now what we're going to do is hit on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we need to hit the market. We're going to sell 100% of our BNB because we're going to go into what we need, which is basically 0.01. This is the correct BNB. Let me see here 1 second. Trading account. All right, looks like they might have minimums on there. Let's slide over here. We're going to change BUSDT. And we're going to swap BUSDT. We're going to swap this over here. And we're going to sell it. And we're going to turn it into USDT. Let's go ahead and sell that. And there we go. Once you hear that ting ting, you're going to slide on over. And now we have USDT, which is very simple. What's going on, TikTok? Yo, what up, Crow Finance? What up? Hit the like buttons. All right, I'm trying to figure out what the issue is here. I have no idea what's going on with TikTok. We'll have to come right back. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Make sure you search me. All right, so now that we have our USDT, right? Now we can do some trading. So for instance, we're going to go into ApeCoin right now, right? So when we're deciding to go into Ape or just say futures, let's just keep this pretty simple. All you would do is transfer whatever you want over to your section. First thing you do is find your futures, and let's send $1 over there just so you guys can see how it works. And now when we go to futures, we will see that in that section, right? Now always go up here to your wallets. You can find your futures right here. And here we go. Here's our $1 that's in our futures here for messing around. Okay, that's simple. Now, once it's in there, you hit trade. And this is how futures works, guys. Very simple. Over here on your top left, pick any coin that you want. We want, I guess we'll take a look at Ape, or let's take a look at Bitcoin. I don't have an alert on Bitcoin, but let's say, we'll take ApeCoin, right? Since Ape's already kind of, we got an alert on Ape. All right, so here on the right-hand side is the amounts that you can actually leverage, right? So you can see here I can go 1%, 1x, 10x. We always talk about doing 20x's to move 1% to get 20 times our money. That is the student recommendation. Some guys go up to 30 if you're a student, which is okay. We're going to go 50x for this example because we don't have much to lose. All right, so now we're simply going to type in last number, right? When you hit last, that is going to give you the very last price that ApeCoin or whatever coin you're trading is currently trading at. Now, very important, if you want to trade long and you hit the last button, right? And the coin is moving up. If you go and say, okay, I'm going to do the last price and I'm going to use all of the money I have, I'm going to hit 100% of my total assets, right? So you can basically, we recommend that you normally do 10% of your assets, right? Right here, 25% of your assets, right? So this is, so if you had $100 there and you wanted to do 25%, that would be $25. If you want to do $50, you hit 50% of your 100. $75, 75% would be 75 of your 100. So these are the numbers based on how much money you have down below. That's how much Ape they will give you. We're going to do 100% of this amount here, and we're going to do it at 50x. Now, notice the price right here is 862, right? When you hit last, it now is changed. The price is constantly changing. So if you want to go up on a particular trade, right? So for instance, if you're trading and you want to buy Ape, and you think that Ape is going to be going up, for instance, right? When you hit the last button, you're going to change the end price, right? So this is $8 or $5.85 and 8/10 of a penny. To ensure that if this coin is moving up, right, and I go hit buy long, and this price goes from 8.5 to 8.6, it won't buy because my price is too low, right? So what you have to do is you have to make sure if you're buying long, you put a higher price and then it will buy down to the price and work its way up, right? So what I want to do here is to ensure that when I put my trade in at 85 cents, I make it 88 cents and then I hit buy long. Because that way if it jumps, my order gets in even if it jumps, right? So I normally like to do 5 cents more than the current price when it's moving by pennies, okay? 5 cents more on the current price when it's moving by pennies. Now vice versa. Let's say we're going short, right? The only thing you change here is we're going to do 100% of our assets. We're going to do last price. And now, instead of putting the price 5 cents higher or 10 cents higher, I'm going to go, okay, it's at 84. I'm going to make it $5.80. I'm going to make it 5 cents cheaper and then hit sell. Sell also has the word short on it, right? Meaning that you're shorting the coin, right? Now notice here, 85.1, it jumped, right? So if we want to go long, what do? We turn this into 88 cents, 3 to 5 cents higher. If we want to go short, we make it 3 to 5 cents cheaper. If it's a bigger coin like Bitcoin, then you want to do $5 to $10 because it moves in bigger intervals. Okay, do you understand? If you happen to place an order and it does not show up, as soon as you place an order, it's going to go right here in positions. If it doesn't show up in positions, it'll be in open orders, meaning that the price has changed from what you were buying. Now, if you're happy with that and it's going to come back down and touch the price and then go back up, then you just wait for it to do its pullback. But if it's on a tear, right, then you'd want to, instead of 5 cents, you put 10 cents. Instead of $10, you put $20 because you don't want it jumping above the price while it's on a big pump and you not getting in on that pump, okay? So if you do happen to place an order and you mess up and it ends up in open orders, you go down here and there's a little bitty button, little bitty slider right here that you'll find above your big slider. There'll be an additional slider right above that that will move you side to side on your orders. You go to open orders and you're going to go to the right side and say cancel all. You're going to cancel your order and then go back to your order and get your order placed correctly, right? So let's take a look at Ape. Ape is coming down right now. So let's go into a short, right? So let's pull here. We're going to click this. And like I said, we want it to go short. So let's sell short. So that's me basically putting the price cheaper than what it was. So its current price is 5.845. Notice how I hit last. I got rid of that 0.5 of a penny. I hit sell and that now fills that order. And you can see here the entry price, even though I had 5.84, it went up to the 845 because that's the current price. And then it buys down. And that's how that works right there. Okay? Really that simple on there. If you're going short, 5 to 10 cents cheaper. If you're going long, 5 to 10 cents longer. Okay? So now, let's say we're in this position and we want to change this position and go long. Okay? All we do here is we look at the current price, which is 5.846. We go to our stop loss, right? 5.847. We put it slightly above what the price is. And we're trying to, and we want to go a little bit higher in case it's moving too fast and for us to get out. So we put 5.847, right? To try to get out. Now it's falling back down, which is good because this is a short position. Now what we can do is start like adjusting our price. If we want to get out of there, we change this pricing. Okay, so right now we're going to keep that as our stop loss, 584. Now let's say when you first enter your order and you're like, all right, what's my stop loss? I normally do a 50% stop loss and it's already here. You just click 50% and you call it a day. If you're not watching your coin and you're just going to take your 25% like normal, you can also put a take profit and call it a day, meaning that when these prices trigger, it will either sell at your stop loss or take profits. So we only need to go to $5.81, 0.6 for us to get where we need to be, and that will take care of our order. So let's put our 50% stop loss in there, and now we are in our short, and our short is, we don't have a profit taking here because I deleted it because we're going to see how far Ape falls, but that is how to get into a long and a short, okay? Once again, if you're doing a long, you click this button, $5.83. So I'm going to click this and make it $5.87, and I'm going to buy long. Now, all these things happen after you basically select. So I'm going to do 100% of my money, 50% of my money, 25% of my money, whatever's in my total assets. Or you can pick the number here and go, okay, I'm just going to start off with 10% of my money and just type it in yourself. Just highlight that and type the exchange. So if I have $1,000 and I only want to do 100, I put 10% there. Then from there, right? But first thing you have to do is you have to hit the last price so that it knows what you're operating on. Then you start choosing your percentage that you want to get into, and then you pick your leverage, right? You guys should be doing 20 to 30% leverage. That's it, right? Most is 30, okay? Once you have the leverage in there, the last price, the percentage, you then go back to your price, you click it and say, okay, I'm going long. It is 834. I'm going to make this 835. I'm going to click buy long. And now it's going to buy from 585 down to at 583.4 and then autofill up if it has to. If I'm going short and I hit last and I want to go short here, I have my percentages set. I'm doing 10% of my money. I'm doing X amount of my 20 to 30% leverage. It's at 83.2. Notice how originally when I hit the last button, it was 83.4. It went down lower. So if I would have hit sell short and went into a short position, my order wouldn't have filled right there. Would have had to wait for this to bounce back up, and now it would have filled. But if it's falling at the time that you're buying during your short and it's going too fast, then you're not going to catch it. So as soon as you hit last, you want to jump here and go 83 cents. Let's make it 80 cents, sell short. And then it will buy up to your short, okay? That's how you do shorts, okay? Now that we have an order, see this bar down here? This is a little bar. You see this little bar here? Now there's a big bar down here that we use to move the whole page. See it? Above it, let me see here. Let me see if I can get you guys. So on the bottom, what I'm doing here on my mouse, if you a little bit lower here, there's the normal bar, slide bar, right? Above it, now that we have an order, is the mini slide bar. This mini slide bar moves that middle section right here. So this is the section that you can find your open positions, okay? I'm gonna slide to the right. Open positions, realized price, orders, closing, profit, fills, history, and then if you don't see your profit and loss on this level, you have to go to this little half bar and slide it over so that you can set your take profit and your stop losses, guys. This is how easy it is to use this, right? Now, if you're in a bad position, let's say ApeCoin's moving up and you're about to take profit. Let's say I want to take profit at $5.831. I click on my stop loss, I cancel it, and I put in the new price, $5.83.2, which means as soon as it hits that, which is 1 point different than where it was currently, then what it would have done was cancel my order and it would have sold at that price and I would have took my percentages. That is how you move your stop loss, right? So if you're going short, the short number means that the coin is going down, so your stop loss is slightly above the price of it going down, because when it goes up, it would trigger if it's trying to go back a reversal. If you're going long, your stop loss would be below the current price, and when it drops down, it will trigger and it will sell. That is how you move your stop loss, guys. So for me, I normally start out, I keep it at that, 5.15. I always start off at a 50, then I move to 25, then I move to 15 as it starts to move, as it starts to gain momentum. If it's a longer trade, I'm keeping it at 25%. That's kind of my thing. A lot of times when I'm getting into my trades, I'm getting in my trades off my 1 minute. I'm getting in at the right time, meaning that on the 1 minute, the RSI is dipping or doing whatever it's doing. If I'm doing a short, right, I want the RSI to be at the top and on its way down. So that way the momentum is bringing it down. If I'm doing a long, I want the RSI on the bottom going up. And that's when I would enter my trades based on my indicators, right? So here, this turned red, right? As soon as this turned red, I would be looking for my RSI to bounce a little, and it bounced here. And this is where I would enter my short when my RSI broke down. And then this is where I would get in right here, 5.87. And then it would be running down right here. And that's my short. Now, the thing about that positioning is I'm in a good position there. So I'm only going to use a 15 to 25% stop loss because I'm in a good position of the short. Okay, meaning that I don't have to worry about a bad reversal or something goes wrong, etc., etc. And on this trade right here, we're up 7%. It is that easy, guys. So this is how to trade futures, short and long. It is pretty much that easy. That is how we do it. I'm going to put this video up again. Guys, the videos are all inside of your folders, man. You can go look for them, but please go watch every single video before you ask 1,000 questions about something that I've answered quite a few times, guys. Appreciate you, man. Check it out. We're going to put this in there for you, man. This is how you use futures. On the next video is how